The US won't say this publicly, but for the first time in decades, gold just became Plan A. And if you've been quietly moving part of your retirement into gold, you may be one of the few who saw this moment coming. Let me tell you a quick story about Steve and Linda Cooper, a retired couple in Flagstaff, Arizona. They rolled over $678,400 from their IRA into physical gold last fall. Friends called them paranoid. Even their advisor hesitated. But this week, those same people are calling them smart. Why? Because while the media dances around inflation numbers and distracts with stock market highs, the real story is what central banks and governments are doing behind the scenes. Here's what the US won't say out loud. Our financial system is being quietly repositioned. And gold? Gold is suddenly the fallback plan for nations, not just retirees. Just this past quarter, central banks bought over 290 metric tons of gold. That's the highest Q1 purchase in modern history. The BRICS nations are accelerating their gold-backed currency project. And now, even US policymakers are floating the idea of a dual asset standard. 1 foot in dollars, 1 in metals. So what's happening? There's a quiet war on the dollar, and gold is emerging as the safe harbor. Not because of a headline, not because of conspiracy, but because of math. Debt is exploding. Inflation won't stay down. And more people are realizing paper assets can be printed, but real assets like gold can't. And that brings us back to Steve and Linda. They weren't trying to game the markets. They just wanted to protect their nest egg, live comfortably, and leave something behind for their grandkids. And after watching 2 banks collapse last year and seeing their 401k dip 17% in 6 months, they knew it was time to stop hoping things would go back to normal. That's when they discovered the Gold IRA rollover. They didn't move everything, just what they couldn't afford to lose. And here's the thing, a gold IRA isn't about betting on gold, it's about betting against chaos. When you roll part of your IRA into gold, you're not exiting the system, you're insulating yourself from it. No fees to open, no tax penalties, and full control over your metals. And today, the reason that matters more than ever is this. If governments are now treating gold as their backup currency, shouldn't you? The Coopers thought so. And if you've been asking yourself whether it's time to make a move, you already know the answer. Gold is no longer a last resort. It's Plan A. Want to know exactly how Steve and Linda set up their gold IRA in under 10 days? There's a free guide waiting, no strings attached. Download it today while it's still legal and easy to make the switch, because you can wait and hope, or you can prepare and sleep. Your move.